All right, let's go over the 1970 Daytona Charger Tribute. So, like I said, the conversion was done late 70s, 79 or 1980. So, it does have still the original VIN tag. So, it's an FF4 car. So, it's the light green metallic and not the F8. So, 383 Magnum, 727 torque flight, the Sure Grip rear end, factory AC car, bucket seats, center console. Although the compressor's not hooked up, but you know, I'm gonna, of course, try to get that going. I'm gonna try and document the whole process. This whole thing, I'm going to have this detail company come and they're going to try and steam everything, steam clean the whole engine compartment, try and, cut the paint, restore it back because I don't want to get it repainted. I want to leave it original paint. Clean up the interior, shampoo, ozone, steam, everything they can do to try and bring this back to, as close as they can to original nice stock form. And then I'll start, of course, doing improvements on it. But this thing sat for, I don't know, 35 years. I think it was last registered in Massachusetts in '89. So, yeah, '89, and Virginia, '85. The old guy that had it took it to a bunch of car shows. These are all kind of faded, but like this one's at Topfield Fairgrounds in '86. This 18 at a flea market. I don't know what year that one is. Hoosier Auto Show and Swap Meet. So I mean, he took it around. The old guy drove it. Remember the Daytona Superbird Auto Club? But the car is so clean. I even crawled underneath this thing. There is no rust, like maybe a little bit of scale. The bumper has some on it, but that's not that big of a deal. Trunk, everything looks good. Once it's cleaned, original jacks. I know those things go for pretty good money. So we'll see if I keep it or if I sell it. Deck lid. Now the sticker is gone, but like I said, it has the VIN plate up on the fender. Aftermarket, well, straight from Dodge, wing, 3-piece wing. Of course, the quarter panel fuel tank. So I'll probably have to drop the tank, either clean or probably get a new stainless one. Probably a Sniper one. That way I can just fit the unit if I run fuel injection on it. Interior, green on green. So like I said, it's in really, really good condition for, once it's cleaned up. But I'm going to get a battery over here and hook it up just to see if things turn on after this many years. So we'll kind of see what happens, with that. But that was the only thing we saw was open the glove box and Critter had been living in there. So they brought in and stuff. They didn't chew it from any of the seats. Everything's intact. So I don't know where the Critter got it from, but he, filled the glove box up and was living in there for the most part. So, I mean, there'll be some things I'll have to, upgrade, of course. If I do resto mod it, then I'm thinking, probably a modernized 426 Hemi. Fuel injection, of course, probably a Tremec 5-speed. That would make this car so much fun. Is my goal, and drive it because you don't see these. I want to drive it around. Restomod, Willwood, big brakes. I might go 14, 6-piston, who knows, or if it doesn't make any difference, I'm not going to track it, of course. So then I might 13s, but have the rear end checked out. Of course, I'm just going to try and get it running in the stock form. So blow out all the lines, do the tank, spark plugs, wires, coil, cap and rotor, blow out the brake lines, fuel lines, rebleed all the brakes, new master cylinder. And we'll just see if I can get it running, with the original 383. We'll see. The oil looks pretty decent in it. Actually, we checked all that, so everything looks pretty decent on that. The old Charger wheels, tires go flat after about a week, so I'll probably just put like a nice U set on there for right now until I decide what I'm going to do for wheels. If I do anything, I'll probably have Chris Coddington make me another really nice set of wheels like he did for the 71 split bumper that you guys saw. So originally a Charger 500, and then they did the Daytona package on it. Black vinyl top. So the only thing that I saw is this one little dent right here, and I'm going to have the dent doctor pull that out because it's actually not that bad. I mean, even the top looks really, really, really good. No crack. I said it was stored inside on a big chunk of carpet. So the guy knew how to store it well. The reason I also want to get the battery hooked up because I want to see if the headlights flip up. But some of this stuff I need a couple miscellaneous parts for an actual Daytona so it's Janik Reproductions. So they've been around, I think the father started like 78, 79, and they have reproduction parts for the Daytona Charger and the Super Brit. So I need to call and get a couple parts. It's missing the vertical wing braces in the trunk, so I need to get that. I'm just going to get the whole brace kit. Probably a new wire harness that runs the headlights. Like there's the headlight mechanism right there, but the wire harness kind of looks homemade pigtailish. So we'll get the correct one for that. But basically I'll just start going through it, clean everything and see what works, what doesn't work, replace what I need to replace, if I can get it running. But at least I'll bring you through the process of, like I said, I'm trying to find there's a couple I narrowed down of really, really, really good detail guys that I want to document the process and see if they can restore this back to close as they can, as shiny as they can, and clean as they can on the interior. So we'll go from there. So stay tuned. I'll keep you informed. Thanks for tuning in.